What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a blessed day today. My name is Cameron Tucker.
James.
Chase.
And this is
Just Vibes Podcast.
Today, we are doing a very special episode on Mystery of Potential. And I'm just going to go ahead and hand it off to my brother Chase because this was his idea.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hook us up. We need it. So we can keep on building and, keep on bringing y'all our content. I'm going to just go ahead and get into this. Mystery of Potential. Now, I just want to tell y'all, just take a step back and just let me tell y'all what this is about. With the mystery of potential, everybody has their skill, talent, different things like that. You may be working on something, people may be in the workplace, they'll be like, oh yeah, we see, that you know pretty good and stuff like that. Maybe doing skill, maybe, training for sports, stuff like that. They'll be like, oh yeah, we seeing the growth and stuff like that. But do you see that in yourself? Think about it. Do you see yourself growing and, putting in all this work and time and effort? But do you see it? Do you see that? Everyone else can see it, but do you see it? That's the big thing that I just want to bring across. And I say that because you got to see yourself at being good. That's another confidence thing too. You got to see yourself being good. Once you become good, then you're going to strive to become great. Then when you become great, then you want to become amazing. It's a lot of different things. And I say that because that's probably a big topic with a lot of people. You got to see it in yourself so you can succeed and keep on growing. You can't just keep on, going through the motions, putting on all this work, but you don't see yourself being good at it and then being great and then amazing. Like I said, you have to see it. You got to have it in your head and saying, okay, I think I see myself being great at this. You got to have images in your head of the future. You with this skill or talent, whatever it is. Like Cameron, his is flying. He sees himself. James, he sees himself with journalism and finance too. He real good in the stocks. Me, I see myself being a great mechanical and civil engineer or electrical. I just see myself doing anything with engine. I can just see myself. So with that being, you have to see that you're going to be good. You have to see it. Not just doing, going through all these motions. Because when you do that, you're just wasting a lot of time. Because everyone else can see it, but you got to see it.
I agree. Like, vision is so important. You need vision, man. You can do anything you put your mind to. And that statement is so true because you have to get the vision. You know what I mean? One of the books I'm reading, it's called Stick and Rudder. It's an explanation of flying. If you want to fly or if you're into flying, definitely check that book out. Highly recommend it. But in that book, the author is saying you have to visualize this stuff. You have to visualize lift. You have to visualize mechanics of the plane. You have to visualize this stuff or you're not going to understand it. And honestly, if you can't visualize what you want to do, you're never going to do it. You know what I mean? Or if you do it, you're not going to be happy because you don't understand what you're doing. Me, I want to be a fighter pilot. I understand what that is. I understand what I'm doing, and I'm defending my nation. I'm helping people. I'm saving people, protecting people. I understand that, and I visualize myself doing that. You know what I mean? Chase visualizes himself being a mechanic, being in the Army, helping people with that. James, on his Warren Buffett with the stocks, and you know what I mean? And with journalism, we visualize ourselves, and that's so important. And if you can do that, if you can, just sit and meditate and imagine yourself, imagine you, dribbling right, playing against LeBron. Imagine yourself, in the football field, catching passes from Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. You have to visualize it because once you visualize it, it's going to translate to the rest of your body.
It's simple.
Yes. So that's what I got to say. What you got, James?
I think the biggest thing about potential is you're the only person that can hide it from you. And a lot of people think, what potential is, it's got to be pulling out of me and all this. When it's, no, you were born for a reason. You have a purpose. And if you are the only person that can take it out of you. And another thing about potential, a lot of us try to seek potential in others, but we're not looking at it in ourselves.
Yeah.
Like I remember one of the last episodes, I made a point, and it probably went over a lot of people's head that, we might have a youngin', he can hoop, and we're all looking for him to make it. I mean, everybody, the whole block, we just chilling, laying back, we ain't got no job, nothing, you know what I mean? we living off food stamps, whatever it might take. We're thinking, man, you know what I mean? Jalen, he gonna do it. He gonna do it big, man. You know what I mean? Everywhere we go, we're telling, yeah, man, my youngin' man, he can go.
Yeah.
And then when he don't make it, it's like,
What happened?
What we gonna do?
You know what I mean?
So,
And that's the perfect example of not looking at potential in yourself and trying to find it in other people. That's the biggest thing about potential. Know who you are. Don't try to find out what everybody else is, because you're gonna lose yourself.
Exactly.
And that's one of the worst things, losing yourself. That's like, because then it's like hard to find yourself.
Yep.
If it takes you 20 years of losing yourself, it's gonna take 40 years finding.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I brought this topic across is because people don't. I think differently than a lot of people. That's just how I am. You know, that's why we got together, because we all think in a certain kind of way that other people may not think about. And I brought this topic across because not everyone's thinking like this. That's why I said, excuse me, in the beginning, take a step back and just let me, explain it to you that you have to see your best. You have to see it. You have to see yourself doing your
While
best.
you're on that, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's I can't remember who the artist is, but a gospel artist made this bar. He saw the best in me, and that's really true.
Amen.
You know
Everyone knows that one.
You know what I mean? Everyone else around me could always see the worst in me.
Yep.
True.
Go ahead.
All right. So with that, appreciate you. With that, you have to see your best doing that. You have to see it. So if you don't see yourself doing your best in what you're doing, you're wasting, like I said, you're wasting a lot of time. We see ourselves doing the best because we see our future. That's another thing with potential. You got to see your future. If you don't see your future, do what you're doing. You're just going, like I said, you're going through the motions, and it's not making any sense because people are going to end up getting frustrated. They're going to be confused. Like, he's doing all this, but he's not envisioning himself doing this.
And a lot of us in this life, we put on a fake in the front
Yep.
for things. You know what I mean? Like, I see it a lot, especially on Instagram. You know what I mean? We try to make it seem like we're doing this and that. And we're not really doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, people, I see it all the time. People, you know what I mean, say they're doing this and doing that. Especially like with my sports. You know what I mean? Somebody be like, oh, yeah, I'm in the gym. I'm working. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. They take the ball and just go right back home after making that video. So, I mean, the biggest thing is we got to stop as human beings, you know what I mean, faking the front for the camera. That's like, come on, I got to stop.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
Yep.
Faking in front of for the camera, like that could be a whole nother episode in itself. Faking in front of the camera, but
You know what I mean? Because, like, it ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, I guess, creating an image for yourself, but you got to really be doing that. You can't be like, oh, yeah, I'm $1 million man, but I got $10 in my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really saying that you getting money, you got to really be getting money.
exactly.
You can't be saying
Don't
that.
be faking it.
And look, this is a bar. Get ready. This is a bar, though. Don't do things to impress others. Do things for yourself.
Yep.
Go and get that job for you, not
And look,
to impress shorty down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Doing things for you will impress others.
Yes.
Exactly, because you're focused on you, and people see that. You know what I mean? And it's just such a big topic with potential. But you know what I mean? This is stuff you gotta do. You gotta visualize it, do things for you, and dream, man. Keep dreaming. That's what I tell people.
And dream the right way.
Yes.
We live in a world of sin. So,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
this age of America, we think the wrong way is the right way, and the right way is the wrong way.
Yep.
We, flash the wrong things, and just because everybody else is doing, we're going to do it. Oh, I mean, he's
Yep.
smoking, so, let me hit that, or something like that. Instead of saying, let me go read this book, or let me go educate myself on something that's going to help me in the future,
Yes.
instead of worrying about the moment.
Yes.
Because the moment you worry about the moment will kill your future.
Exactly. And something that I've been doing, I've been trying to read more, bro. Like I've been, you know what I mean? That's something I've been trying to do. I go outside and I read my book, the book I was talking about, and I'll just go out there. I won't have my phone, will still be inside, and I'll just read because I'm learning, you know what I mean? And guys, reading a book, I have a really good sense of imagination, but reading a book, it's everything. You know what I mean? It's like you're reading a movie. It's different. You know what I mean? And some people like to read books, and some people don't. But I encourage you, if you're not really into it, just read a simple book. It doesn't have to be a crazy book like, Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. Go grab The Great Gatsby or one of these simple books and go read it.
Not even just reading, just educating yourself in general.
Exactly.
A lot of us say we want to do things like, I know a lot of people who, let's just say, I don't know, let's just use the hooping. a lot of people say they want to hoop, but they're not, training and working and things like that. Or even like girls. A lot of girls say, oh, I want to do hair. I want to do nails. You know what I mean? Like, you're not educating yourself. You can't just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a basketball player and you're just going to work out, that's not going to get you better at basketball. You've got to really study and train and live it. You got to, what they say, eat, dream, sleep it.
Yes.
Yes.
How it's gotta be. If you're a person and you like money, you gotta, I don't know, lay with the money beside your head at night. You know what I mean? You gotta really fold it up and smell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta really be chasing it.
And look, I'll say this. If you ain't taking the steps to do these things, you're living a lie.
Yeah.
You don't love it. You know what I mean? You ain't on the court at 3 a.m. You don't love it. You ain't waking up at 6 a.m. to do training flights. You don't love it. You know what I mean? You gotta love this, man.
It's a passion.
You gotta know in life there's always somebody who's a step ahead.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We live in a world that's so big where it's like, even in America, it's not big enough. You could be the number one person in America and somebody in China come in here and they be the number one person. You know what I mean? So anything could happen. We see it a lot in basketball, like Jokic, you know what I mean? Serbia. Who in the world would think he would come to America
Exactly.
and kill it like this?
Who would have thought?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's insane. And look, I bet you all those people, they didn't do this to impress other people. They did it. They're like, yo, let me be the best that I can be.
They saw the potential in themselves and they brought that across. And now look what they are. Now he's a champion.
Exactly. The whole family out there, you know what I mean? Like,
Proud.
yes. And honestly, to be honest, that was a big win for that region. You know,
Yeah.
Serbia is not under attack, but that region where Ukraine and that area, you know, they're going through hard times. So for him to get a win for his country and really that region, man, that's huge.
I remember Serge Ibaka, he won the championship and he took the trophy home. And it brought motivation to the city. You know, a lot of the youngsters was like, yeah, man, I see Serge Ibaka, he got the chip. You know what I mean? So if he can do it, I can do it. And that's really real. Like, a lot of people don't believe that. They think just because somebody else is doing something that they can do what they want to do. But everybody's vision, everybody goes different. And you really got to believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if it takes prayer, you know what I mean? Some nights you might not be able to sleep, crying, you know what I mean? Like, we all go through that. You know what I mean? What you're going through, trust me, there's probably 100 other people that you know that are going through the same thing. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. We gotta be vocal as humans. You know what I mean? You can't be puppets and be mute and just live life like nothing's going on. Because it is. And by that happening, it's gonna make it hurt even more than just talking about it.
Man, you're definitely right about that. Again, potential, a huge thing, something we all need to work on. And like, we were saying, just keep dreaming, man. Keep dreaming, keep looking for it. And I'll say this, number one, you help yourself, you get yourself right. But number two, always number two, help other people.
Yep.
Gotta help other people, man. If you don't look like money is good, but it's also toxic at the same time. You take it again, it's a balance. I feel like once you get your wealth, once you're cool, you know what I mean? Like, once I start flying, once I have like my own airline and all that, and I'm cool, bro, I gotta go help these kids that want to do that want to be me. You know what I mean? I gotta go help this community that, has been suffering from gentrification. I gotta go help people. You know what I mean? Because this is not just all for me. You know what I mean? God didn't bless me just so I could just be swimming like in a pool of $100 bills. Like, it's so we all could be swimming in a pool of, $100. It's for everybody. You gotta spread your blessings, man. And I feel like, this is one of the reasons why we created this channel and created this podcast, is because we wanted to share, with y'all what we were thinking, and we wanted to help people.
It's inspiration.
It's inspiration. And we wanted to help y'all and really, get people, especially people of our age, to, get on a different level of thinking. Because we see a lot of people our age, and it's just sad, man. You know what I mean? We gotta get ourselves together.
Like, we used to say as kids, we're next up, but now we're up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There is no saying
it's time.
We're the new generation. No, this is the generation. We hold the future. The future's in our hands, and whatever we do will affect the future. So we want to make a change, and we're saying all this Black Lives Matter, all this, bigger change, you know what I mean? But we're not making a change. We're doing the same stupid things we were doing before we said that. So we really want to make a change and make a difference. It starts now.
Starts with you. Starts with you watching at home. It starts with you listening right now. And we want you to take this. We want you to take everything we say, every episode we drop. Heck, even if it's about sports, take it listen to it and use it as inspiration. If something really touches you, y'all have our Instagrams. Reach out to us. We not, we don't got 6.1 million followers. Come reach out to us. You know what I mean? If you want to hang out,
some help.
exactly. We'll talk to you. We're here to help y'all. And shoot, y'all might help us. You know what I mean? Like I know one of my friends, his name's Ant. Shout out to Ant. Big YouTuber. He's getting paid because he does YouTube. He has 15,000 followers now. So, yo, if you see this, you got some tips, man. Come help us out. But yeah, it's a community thing, guys. Yeah. So that's why we made this. But anything else on potential? Are y'all good?
Now, one quick thing before you.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Now, we started this because to go on Cameron's point, we saw the potential in this. We all three of us saw it, and Cameron actually brought the idea. He brought that to my attention today that he came up with the idea of starting a podcast because we are deep thinkers, so we wanted to get our point across on what we're doing. So with that, so we can help y'all out, let's start a podcast. That's why we sitting here right now. We got the time out of our days, because we doing stuff, and we wanted to bring that information to y'all today. So with that being, please take it, think about it, and just understand where we coming from, because we're only trying to spit healthy things back to you, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I have to say. It's why we do it, man, to help other people.
Because it's hard out here, not just for you guys, us. Don't think that we're living a great lifestyle, even though it might seem that way.
Yeah, we go through a lot of stuff
too.
You know what I mean? And we just got finished with the hardest year of our high school career. You know what I mean? Junior year. But look, we did it. We're here. We're going into a fun senior year. We're about to go to college and go, and start doing what we've been waiting to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, really just thank you guys for everything. So yeah. Oh, and also one more thing, going on with the potential and me starting this podcast. Remember I used to do inspirational quotes?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you follow me on Instagram, I normally do whenever I think something's cool, I have something in my mind and I want other people to see it.
You got to give them a day. They got to know, you got certain days. You be Wednesday inspirational note day or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And back to the solitude thing in our last episode, I'm taking a break from Instagram, but when I had Instagram, that's something I used to do. And a lot of people used to be like, yo, that was really good and stuff. Yeah. So, that's where it really started. And then when I told Chase and James, yo, we could really turn this into something big. You know what I mean? And I think you were the one who's like, yo, man, what else could we be doing? We could be doing videos.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I was like, yo, how about we do a podcast? And then it just,
came across.
Went through that. So, yeah, guys, potential is important. We all good? Yeah, okay. Good. So, yeah, guys, that's our episode on potential. Thank you. As always, stay blessed. Be blessed. Have a great rest of your day. Go out. Tell your mom you love them. Tell your dad you love them. And
be safe.
Be safe. Have a great day. This is
comment, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Please do that.
I don't want to come through this camera.
No. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. And this has been another great episode on
Just Vibes Podcast.
Deuces.